why a stranger had claimed her as his wife, without hesitation. When the nurse left the room, she finally gathered enough strength to ask the question that had been forming since she woke up. "Who are you?" she whispered. "And why did you say that?" He did not answer immediately. Instead, he sat down beside her bed, choosing his words carefully, as if aware that whatever he said next would change the shape of her day, her memories, and possibly her future. "My name is Daniel," he said quietly, "and I didn't lie when I said I'm your husband. I just didn't explain the part where we were married on paper only, years ago, when you needed it, and then lost touch." She stared at him, trying to process the idea, trying to search her memory for any connection that could make this make sense. But her mind felt foggy, and all she could remember were fragments of another life, a job she once had, a kind man who had helped her through a legal problem she barely understood at the time, and a rushed signature that she had never expected to matter again. "You helped me back then," she said slowly. "But that wasn't real. It was just—" "It was legal," he replied gently. "But it was never meant to be permanent. We both knew that. I left the country shortly after, and when I came back, I couldn't find you. I assumed you had moved on. I never imagined we would meet again like this." Before she could respond, the door opened, and her ex-husband stood there, his face tight with frustration and suspicion, clearly not pleased that he had been denied access until now. "What is going on?" he demanded. "Why is this man saying he's her husband?" Daniel stood up immediately, positioning himself between them without aggression, but with unmistakable authority. "Because I am," he said calmly. "Legally. And until her condition stabilizes, I will be making medical decisions." The ex-husband laughed in disbelief, but the sound lacked confidence. "This is ridiculous," he said. "We were in court this morning. She is my wife, or at least she was." Daniel did not raise his voice. He did not argue emotionally. He simply stated facts. "You were filing for divorce from someone who was not legally married to you," he said. "Your paperwork will need to be reviewed, because the marriage you thought you had may not have been valid." The words landed like a blow.